Okay, Aquarius. Can't wait to see what's going on with you guys collectively. So remember that sometimes these readings will tune into something very specific. So if it doesn't resonate, just hang in there and try to check in with the next reading. So I'm asking for a message for the Aquarius who will be watching this reading. Show me what they need to hear in 3, please. In 2. And in 1. Okay. It's right here, whatever it is. Okay. Somebody is thinking about your words, something that you pointed out. Very often with the Ace of Cups, it's something that has not been put into words. These 5 streams are supposed to be the 5 senses. And so, of course, this is something that has not been expressed in a method that can be perceived by the 5 senses. So you may be asking for clarity on something. You may be asking for something to be put into words. You can't read somebody's mind. You may be pointing out the inherent value of, this is a gift. Notice how with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pence, the hand is like this. It's not like this, like it is. It's not in a fist like it is with the Ace of Swords or the Ace of Wands. It's a gift. So you may be pointing out the value of what you've given, although it's, it may not be able to, you can't, pass over a receipt and it's not money, you can't count it. Maybe somebody isn't recognizing the value of what you've given because it's not in the material. You could also be explaining to somebody the power of prayer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify. You could simply be asking about when someone is going to be baptized. By the way, if you've ever wondered what this, it looks like a W, right? Apparently, Arthur Edward Waite put that there on purpose so everyone would think, oh, it's, his last name, Waite. But it's actually an upside down M. And it's supposed to, the Ace of Cups is supposed to represent the cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper. So, it's supposed to represent the Eucharist, the Last Supper, communion. There's the little bread, the disc that the dove is putting into the cup. And Waite was obsessed with the Holy Grail, the whole idea of being in search of the Holy Grail. There is, that W is supposed to be an upside down M. It's supposed to stand for Mont Salvat, or the mountain of salvation. There's a castle there. It's in northern Spain. And apparently the Holy Grail is supposed to be in the castle somewhere. at the end of the day, what Waite was trying to say, though, he was making a point about love and spirituality. I'm just going to quote. This is somebody else quoting what they thought Waite meant to say about it. The Ace of Cups refers to objects of the highest knowledge, truths, and values that exist outside of our human senses and perception. According to Waite, the Grail stories intimate or hint at the possibility of a spiritual communion with the divine. So he certainly wasn't obsessed with the Holy Grail as a thing, but as an idea. And that would make sense, given those 5 streams. It's not something that you can hold in your hand. It's the value of it is unseen. So I'm going to clarify here, leave it to you guys to have something like this. I mean, it could just, I feel like what's happening here is this person, which I think is you, you're making a point about a blessing, some kind of blessing, true love, that it has value, and you could be saying to somebody, don't you understand, you are blessed. Don't you understand the source of all these things? Something like that. And maybe you're saying something completely different. I'm just going to get a proper clarification deck. All right. You could be asking about some kind of a bequest or something, a promise or a gift that someone, meant to add to a will or geez, look at the death card there. Wow. Okay. It's never simple with Aquarius. What is the Queen into, please? What is the Queen of Swords pointing out there? One more. What is the Queen of Swords pointing out? Okay. Yeah, it's something that somebody does not realize. Okay. Just a second. I'm just going to get these 2 cards so I can show you. This is interesting. Yeah, I think we're on track because what I had you doing up here is pointing out the inherent value of something. Down here, so what we have here, to clarify it, is the 4 of Cups and the Sun. So the Sun is something you're trying to make. Don't you realize? Okay. Don't you realize? Here's the 4 of Cups. So that cup right there, see how it's coming from the hand of God? That's that cup coming from the hand of God. But this person, who I think is the person that you're raising your sword to, is focused on material things only. These 3 cups, they're on the ground. They're ordinary material cups. So so this person, this, for example, could be somebody, I don't know if you've ever had a friend, who gets broken up with, and they're so down about the person that's broken up with them that they miss all these other opportunities that are coming in because they're just completely focused on this stuff over here. So in comes this incredible, different kind of a cup, and it's a really special cup. And this person could literally miss it. And often they do. It can also be, if this is a different kind of a person, like somebody unusual, they don't look like the ordinary people. And this person is just, nah, I just want to, go out with these kind of people. But they don't realize, how incredibly awesome this is. So, what was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, and I think the point here is that it could be something about looks or material things, because there's an idea here of something that isn't picked up by the 5 senses. The eyes, Down here, this is material stuff. Somebody is not seeing the inherent value of something. Somebody just may be very, very materialistic, and you could be trying to point out there's so much more. Or the source of everything is right there. You know, if that person has lost all their money, you're trying to explain to them where everything comes from in the first place. Something like that. There's some kind of it's interesting because you're the Queen of Swords there. So you're actually pointing out something in a clear way. Now, maybe you're saying this isn't worth anything. Maybe you're the one by the tree. Anyway, I don't know. Show me a little bit more, please. Show me more. I don't think so. I think you're pointing out something about the... Okay, now we've got 3. Okay, wow. What's going on here? I think you were the Ace of Cups. Because now you're behind this person. They're not even looking. They're agitated. There's been an ending. Oh, are you ever gone? Okay, you're over there somewhere. This person is feeling very agitated. How is the King of Wands? Could be dealing with a Sagittarius there. Show me how that King of Wands is thinking and feeling right now, please. Very interesting reading so far. Okay. This is how the King of Wands is thinking and feeling. Not so confident, not so good. So the King of Wands is standing by this kind of an attitude. So the Hierophant here, I mean, this could be an organization, a group, a religion. It is some kind of very, very conformist mode of thinking. It's not open-minded at all. It's usually associated with power, conformity, oppression, the norm. It's very, it can be outdated thinking. It's, you know, this person is not open-minded at all. So they would rather go with the standard status quo. What do the majority of people think? That's what I'm standing by. What's the norm? What's normal? That's what they're defending. But it is, this card is known as, the Hierophant is known as the doctrine of external religion. So there's nothing spiritual at all about it. It's just oppressive power. There's no spiritual, there's zero, zilch. It's devoid of spirit. So notice how the King of Wands is not so confident standing next to that oppressive norm, the status quo. Now, it could be, so you might have been pointing out something. Perhaps this person is ill or something and they need, the power of prayer, for example. This person just completely dismissed whatever you were pointing out. But however, if they're so certain that this is, this is the correct, way for them to be functioning, why are they so scared and nervous? Why? Show me a little bit more, please. Show me more. Wow, because of judgment. Guys, this is very powerful reading. Very powerful reading. There is some part of the King of Wands, some part of them that knows that you're right. There's some part of them. Because, so this person, they could be ill. They may be facing something pretty serious, but there's a part of them that knows that you are correct. I'm not sure how, but they are over here. This is... All right, so this, unlike the Hierophant, which has no spirit, this is Gabriel blasting the horn of the esoteric. This is the power of spirit, of God, of Allah, Buddha, whoever your God is, to literally raise the dead from out of the coffin. The point is, why would you put your faith in money and external, religions? Why, when spirit can raise a human being, from the dead? Not enough money in the world can do that. One simple prayer. And perhaps the reason why this person is beginning to question themselves is because they've seen you, say a prayer. They know somehow. They know that there is some other loving force out there that is incredibly powerful. I'm not sure how they are aware of this. We're going to ask in a moment. But they are beginning to worry. They're beginning to worry that they have been rejecting. They've been rejecting God, Allah, Buddha all along. But they needn't worry because Spirit is right there ready to... there's no judgment with Spirit. That this is the thing. This is not... I guess that their version of... They've seen human beings judging each other. And perhaps they're in fear. Maybe this person is subscribes to a very sort of a strict religion, and maybe they're Catholic or something, and they feel that God will punish them. So they're afraid, they're in fear of judgment. Now, there's a sort of a double meaning here. I mean, I was going to say they could be afraid that if they had taken the spiritual cup, or if they had tried out prayer, or, I'm not sure. I don't think you were asking them to do anything unusual. You were simply pointing something out. Maybe they're in fear of being judged by their peers, but I don't think that's what this is at all. I don't think that's what this is. I think this person is in fear of something that they don't understand. In the beginning of the reading, this person, I think, was sort of coming across as being a materialistic person, someone who was focused on things that they could see, things in the 3D. And I think that's why you were trying to explain the Ace of Cups. And also the power of the Ace of Cups. The incredible, the forgiveness, the healing, everything that comes from the Ace of Cups. And this person wasn't listening to you. And when people are extremely materialistic, they have an intense fear of death and judgment and things like that, because they think that that's it. That's it. If you can't, when you're dead, you're dead. There's nothing more because I can't see it. It's not there, and there's no God because we can't see it. Well, that person is not a very good scientist, because of course everything, when you plant a seed and it grows into a tree, that space that's taken up by the tree, that comes from the unmanifest. So it's things that come into physical existence. That energy was once in the quantum field. Physicists will tell you this. So there's nothing hocus pocusy about it at all. And of course, the more that people put their faith, and hope and extend, their if you can muster up just a mustard seed of faith. That's what Jesus said. You just need a mustard seed of it. You don't need to understand how the whole thing works. And of course, you need to let go of the fear of being judged by closed-minded people. That could be one of the problems that person has. Then you will begin to see miracles working. But people always say, well, there's so much horrible things going on in the world. Where's God? God is not there. God is not there. God cannot see or find you unless you contact. You have to remember, this is hell. This. You want to know where hell is? It's right here in the play of light and sound. Gonas. This is the nether region right here. Love, heaven, God, unconditional love, it's in the quantum field. It's not here. This physical existence, this material existence, this existence which has limits of time, limits of space, all sorts of limits on this existence. Fear and the belief in that all there is what's material, that creates fear, which causes sickness, illness, and fear begets fear. It goes on and on. Now, if you want to contact God, you do what these people are doing, or you do what you were doing. You pray, meditate. If we are stuck in this 3D existence right now, but you can transcend into the other plane. You need to turn off everything, shut off the music, and kick out the people in your house that are over there just partying. And you need to literally find peace. And when you get very good at it, you'll be extremely shocked at what you can do. And so you know this in this reading. This person doesn't know this. And part of the reason why is some people, they want to put a label on everything, especially if someone is confined to this closed-minded thinking. Oh, that's Buddhist. Oh, that's Hindu. Oh, no. Don't put a label on it. That person likes to put a label on everything. They believe in separateness. They need to be able to put a label on it. The point is, this person can't really say, well, I don't like this because I don't understand how it works. Does this person really sit down and, think every, do you think about how fax machines work or how electricity works? I don't think we really sit down and think that out. Well, if you can put your faith in that, then clearly, you're able to see that some things are actually the way that they are, even though you can't see how they work. This, for some reason, is very frightening to this person. And I think it's because of what Jesus and Moses and all other prophets called self-righteousness. Self-righteousness. Denying God. It's incredibly, and I've mentioned this before. How can this person deny God yet, when they have a cut on their hand, that in a day or two it's healed? Did they do that? No. They didn't do that. Is it a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. How about the cells that, when they're being attacked by viruses, the cells that knowing that they're going to die, they plant these little messages inside the virus as it's replicating secretly, so that when the virus goes to another cell, it'll warn that cell, don't let this in. That's an act of unconditional love. Anyway, I won't lecture too much, but this person, part of the reason they could be sick right now. This person could be about to die, or they could be in deep, deep trouble. Maybe they, are facing a big case and they could go to jail. There's something that big trouble. This person is down to the wire. They're staring down the barrel of some kind of gun, whether it's sickness, illness, or something. And they may be rich. They could be very, very wealthy. But all the money in the world can't help them. Whatever the situation they're in right now, that's the only thing that can get them out of it. And I think that this person is on the verge of maybe sitting down and saying a prayer or two. Now, what they could be frightened of is judgment. They could be scared that when they die, they're going to have to face they're going to have to do a review of their actions. But what I believe, you don't have to believe this. I believe that review, no matter how bad that person's behavior is, this review here is always uplifting. Always uplifting. Mistakes and errors may be pointed out. Oh, okay, so when you go back, this is what you're going to correct. And you know why this person is scared? Because that's not how they operate. Their whole life, they've been judging others. They've been taking vengeance themselves on others. It's the judgment of man, of this world, that we ought to be afraid of. It's capital punishment, terrible things that we do because we're usurping, this power here. Anyway, show me more. What else is this person thinking and feeling? What else is that person? Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think what they're thinking about is their behavior. What their behavior has been like. So with the Five of Swords, I'm going to have to get a clarification on this. Because I'm wondering if they're actually thinking about defeating God here. So show me, into what is the Five of Swords and Judgment, or are they just... Here we go. Okay. Just a moment now. No, this person, they are looking back. They're looking back on their behavior here and realizing where they went wrong. Wow, guys. And this is very interesting. So they know why. They're also looking at why they turned down the spiritual cup. Okay, this person is a little bit deeper than I thought. So this is all about a choice in love that this person made, believe it or not. It's about a choice in love. And what happened was, or maybe they're making it, in the Lovers, there are two people there, and they are each other's correct spiritual choice. There's passion, love, but there is often a giant mountain between them. As you guys all know, especially with twin flame connections. So what can that be? Somebody's married, or somebody is supposed to go into an arranged marriage, or somebody's of a different race or a different religion, blah, blah, blah. There's something that requires this courageous, there's a mountain. And there could be fear as well. The man is often afraid in that card. The mudra that he has is a mudra of fear. So for some reason, and maybe this man was afraid of, choosing someone that he loved because he couldn't stand the thought of, if things went wrong, it would be much more disastrous than if things went wrong, if he had chosen someone that he was just sort of comfortable with. But what's going on here is there is a correct spiritual choice in love. What's happening here is someone is not taking the spiritual cup. But you know why? Because they're afraid of losing. They're afraid of losing. This guy wins at all costs, but his idea of winning is looking like he's won. So in other words, he can't be the person who got broken up with. He can't be the person whose family rejected him because he married a person of a different race, or you get the idea. So this person skips steps. They do things so they can come out on top, or they look like they have come out on top. So they've rejected the spiritual cup here. Now, I don't know if this has happened in the past, or if they're looking at this choice right now, or if this represents, a bunch of choices that they've made in the past. But this is the behavior that they're concerned about. Show me more, please. What else is this poor King of Wands thinking and feeling? Oh, geez, yeah, okay. So, I'm going to have to get a clarification for this. There's something, they may have been emotionally manipulative. They have a giant cup of love, but they haven't expressed love. They haven't made a move. Their little foot is coming out over the... Can I see the Five of Cups and the King of Cups, please? Okay, good. They haven't made the decision yet. They're in the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. Okay. All right. All right. So, I mean, either that or this person is in the process. They're being confronted here by emotions. Or they're realizing something here. Let's just keep going. I believe that they've been emotionally manipulative. You could have been in the Seven of Cups. They could have confused you. Show me more, please. I feel like I missed a card there. Okay. Do you know why? Because here you're coming up in the Nine of Pentacles. Good news about that card is that they think very, very, very highly of you. The bad news about that card is that they think very, very, very highly of you. Too high. They may feel that you don't need them. The Nine of Pentacles person, they stand on their own. They're fine. They don't really put a label on that person whether or not they're single, because they're just whole. They can take care of themselves. They've made their own money. That's their money. They haven't inherited it. They're fine on their own. They don't need anyone. Sure, they would be a wonderful, partner, but for some reason, this person is scared to death of that person. Show me a little bit more. Show me a little bit more, please. Oh, sorry. Okay. So the King of Cups could be married. Why is the King of Cups in the Eight of Swords, please? Why is the King of Cups? We're going to find out now. There's three. Okay. All right. Moon in Libra, Saturn in Leo, Jupiter in Gemini. Good Lord. Oh my goodness. All right, give me a moment. Look at all the blindfolds on you. Actually, they are in the Eight of Swords. They are in the Eight of Swords. Okay. I asked why they're in the Eight of Swords. We got the Five of Wands and the Two of Swords. All right, so they may feel that there are restrictions here. They may feel restricted. They could feel a lot of anxiety, tension. They're literally expanding on negative thought here. What they're stressed about, the reason why they feel like they can't make a move toward you. This could be a couple of things. You could be considered to be off limits. This could be a bunch of their family that don't want them going near you. This could be, they may feel that you should be competing for them, and you're just over here peacefully sitting there going, no, I'm not going to jump in there and look like an idiot. I'm going to sit right here and guard my heart. Perhaps you're guarded. Perhaps you've dealt with this person in the past and they've caused you a lot of trouble. So you're refusing to deal with that. But why are they feeling? Why is this person insecure and feeling restricted from moving toward you? Why is the King of Cups feeling insecure and oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here you go. Because they lied about something. Now, I've seen this before. The way that this person sort of pulled you into their world was through some kind of trickery. So that's why they think they don't deserve you. And I've seen this before in personal readings. For example, if this person knew that their best friend really liked you and they decided to move in, and if they did a bunch of sneaky maneuvers and it didn't come together naturally, they may never feel like they deserve you because they feel like they got you out of theft, literally. What did they do? Sorry. What is it that they've done? Well, they've tried very hard to I feel like they put a lot of effort into blocking something. What have they put a lot of effort into? They've put a lot of effort into doing something kind of sneaky. Yeah, there's another person that they've blocked out. There's somebody else there were two masculine energies. You know what? That's why we're getting a King of Cups. There's a King of Cups and a King of Wands. I believe the King of Wands is your person. This is somebody over here. This is somebody who blocked the King of Wands, I think. I'm not sure, but there was somebody who... Whoa. Okay. Wow. So this could be going on right now. Show me who Aquarius loves the most. I'm trying to figure out, who does Aquarius love? It's one of these people. Now you're not sure. Now you're not even sure. Somebody's got you so confused. Both of these people have really screwed up. Show me how the King of Wands is feeling right now. Show me how the King of Wands is feeling right now. They've had a Tower because of this person. So this person is interfering with your connection with the King of Wands. What is the Tower? Show me what is the Tower that the King of Wands has had. Yeah, they've been discussing. They've been over here. They've been talking to that bloody King of Cups, and over here is some kind of a decision, a choice, either that they made based on the advice from the King of Cups, or they think that you've made. I believe it's a poor decision that the King of Wands made. All right, show me what happens next. Let's just see. Show me what happens next, please. Whoa. Okay, there's 3 coming out. All right, someone is... Okay, now I believe poor old King of Wands is right there. Now this King of Wands may be thinking for himself for once. He could be having a massive realization here that what he was told back here was a lie. Show me what happens next, please. What happens next? Yeah, because something that was said wasn't true. something that was said was a piece of gossip and it was not true. Now look out, because this could be something that you're being asked, and it could be a trick. It could be the King of Cups asking you something that they're going to repeat to the King of Wands. Show me what happens next, please. What happens next? Yep, they're going to repeat it. Did you see that? Look at that. Look at that. So somebody is going to ask you a question. It's a trick question. And then they're going to repeat it to your person. They're for the sole purpose. Show me what happens next, please. Happens next, please. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So what may have been said, this could be you. You may have been caught off guard. So you may have said something defensive. So for example, if the King of Cups said, do you really love the King of Wands? And you might have said no, because you don't want it to be passed along. Do you see how these words are being twisted here? What happens next? Please don't worry. What happens next? Good Lord. Yeah. Again, somebody is really, really really trying hard, putting a lot of effort into putting somebody else on the spot. Someone is... Show me what happens next, please. I feel like they're going to come out on top. Don't worry. Okay, now, just a moment. Just a moment. I feel like this is the King of Wands being determined to be with you. Show me what happens next, please. Yeah, that's good. Thank God. So I do think that this is somehow overcome. So the King of Wands, the beginning of this reading, it may have been, the King of Wands may have been mustering up some faith, perhaps. Why is it, can we see why? How is it that the King of Wands, I'm just going to get one more split. Okay, just a moment now, just a moment. Un momento. Somebody has said that something is over with. Just a moment now. I need to get a few more splits. Yeah, there's a truth here. It's a harsh truth. What is this Ten of Swords? There's a harsh truth about some betrayal, or what is this? Ah, wow. Somebody, and I believe it's the King of Wands, is finally being guided by their own wisdom, being guided by Spirit, being guided by God. Somebody, I believe the Ten of Swords, is not listening to other people. My left ear is ringing right now. Somebody just is, I believe the King of Wands is just mustering up all the faith that he possibly can. And he could be looking very, very closely, just praying and being guided by God here. That's absolutely incredible. All right. Can we see what happens with Aquarius and the King of Wands? There's 3 here. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Guys. Wow. Oh, my God. What an incredible reading. You know that Judgment is, believe it or not, is the ultimate card of the reunification of twin flames. And there we go with the Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning. So don't you worry if someone has been interfering through the power of God. So this person that you were involved with, the King of Wands, you must have done something for them in the past. Prayed, meditated. They must be aware somehow. You could have a telepathic connection with this person, a spiritual connection, perhaps God is just guiding, Spirit is just guiding you to come back together. So that King of Cups can try all they like to fool up this connection. It's not going to work. Guys, let's get some messages from the King of Wands. What does... I take this whole good, bad, and the ugly. What does the King... Let's take this first part. What does the King of Wands want to say to Aquarius? I have so much regret for losing my chance with you. I want to be with you. I choose you. I love you. Guys, that was an absolutely incredible reading. Let me know if it resonates. Okay, thanks for watching.